Anderson, what have you just done at our house? In our bed? I can't believe you would do this to me, especially when I just gave birth to our baby 1 month ago.
Kylie, please try to calm down. But why did you come back so early today? I thought you were supposed to come back tomorrow. If you had just let me know before you left, I could have made sure she was gone before you came home.
Calm down? How can you tell me to calm down when I just witnessed my husband screwing around with another woman in our own bed? Do you have any freaking clue how disgusting and heartless that is?
Don't use those harsh words about me, okay? I only did it for the sake of our family.
What? What on earth are you talking about? Since when is your affair because of our family?
Well, actually, that woman is my boss. She mentioned that I'm a very capable and dedicated employee, and she appreciates my work a lot. She even said she would consider me for a promotion, but there's a catch. Since there are others in the company gunning for the same position, she suggested that if I wanted to secure the promotion, I needed to keep her happy.
Keep her happy? Are you freaking kidding me?
Nope, I'm dead serious. And that's why, as you saw today, I slept with her.
How many times have you done this with her? Seeing how comfortable you were with her today, I'm sure this wasn't the first time.
Does it really matter? I don't think you want to know all the details.
Oh no, you're mistaken. I definitely want to know.
Well, if you insist, I don't remember the exact number, but maybe around 5 or 6 times, right here in our home.
5 or 6 times? You're a freaking pro at hiding this affair, aren't you? If I hadn't needed to pick up our son's things from home before going to my mother's house, I wouldn't have uncovered this deceit and would have been blindly fooled by you for God knows how long.
Kylie, I'm sorry you had to witness this scene, but in this messed up situation, I don't see it as a total loss. It might even benefit both you and our child.
No loss at all?
That's right. During your pregnancy, you were often tired and not interested in being intimate with me. But I'm just a regular guy with needs. I didn't want you to pressure you into fulfilling them, so I needed to find another woman. And my boss, she's a decent person. She helped me a lot at work and supported my career advancement. And once I get the promotion, we'll have a lot more money. With financial stability, I'll be able to take care of you and our baby better. Our lives will be better. Can't you see that as a good thing?
You've got to be kidding me. The more you try to explain yourself, the more absurd and twisted this whole situation becomes. While I was going through a difficult pregnancy, all you cared about was your own selfish desires and your work. If you truly cared about me, you would have been there for me. By my side when I gave birth instead of disappearing all the time. And now you have the audacity to claim that you slept with her just to provide me with a better life? Wait, on the day I gave birth, you didn't show up at the hospital. But you didn't show up half a day later and explain that you had to go on business with your boss? Don't tell me.
Well, it's true that I went with my boss. But it's not because I wanted to. It's because you pushed me away.
How dare you place the blame on me so selfishly? What have I done to deserve this?
I didn't plan on saying this, knowing it would hurt you. But since you insist on the truth, don't dare regret hearing it. Ever since you got pregnant, you've been nothing but a constant source of annoyance, nitpicking over every little thing. Even when we go out, you expect me to tie your shoelaces as if you're incapable of doing it yourself. You've let yourself go, dressing like a slob, looking completely disheveled. Your complexion is dull, and you don't even bother taking care of yourself anymore. Whenever I look at you, I feel nothing but boredom, because you're no longer the attractive girl you used to be. And let's not forget that I can't even stand being near you because your body odor disgusts me. Meanwhile, Sandra is an entirely different story. She's stunningly beautiful, always emanating a pleasant fragrance and dressed in a way that commands attention. Honestly, if you don't start making an effort to improve yourself, I'm not sure how much longer I can tolerate being with you.
All of these are essential stages that any pregnant woman goes through due to hormonal changes. The fact that I asked you to tie my shoelaces is because my pregnant belly is so big that I can't bend over. It's something you should have taken the initiative to help me with, without me having to ask every time. And now you consider me a burden? I was pregnant with your son, for God's sake!
But it's not just my opinion. Sandra feels the same way. She even offered to help you change your appearance and style in case you want to do something about it.
What? Now I regret not just pulling her hair, but also slapping her a few times. She's such a shameless, brazen mistress. And you? You're no better. The moment I found out about this, your immediate instinct was to protect her and bring her back, rather than explaining yourself and offering me a sincere apology. You're truly despicable.
How can you be so sensitive? It's not like I'm having an affair because I want to divorce you. She and I have a purely transactional relationship. Why can't you think rationally? You're supposed to support me and give me a chance to advance, right?
Support you? Are you kidding me? I've been supporting you throughout our entire relationship. And this is how you repay me? By betraying my trust? Disrespecting our marriage? And treating me like garbage? I deserve better than this, Anderson. Way better. I can't believe I ever trusted you. I can't believe I called you my husband. But I won't let you continue to make a fool out of me. I want a divorce.
Kylie, please calm down. Let's not make any hasty decisions. We can work this out.
Work this out? How can we work this out when you've shattered the very foundation of our marriage? I can't continue to live with a man who disrespects me, cheats on me, and puts his selfish desires above our family's well-being. This is the end, Anderson. I deserve happiness and respect and won't settle for anything else.
Just calm down and wait for me at home, Kylie. After I take Sandra to her house, I'll buy you lots of expensive gifts and we'll work through this little misunderstanding together. Kylie, who are you talking to at the supermarket today? How dare you have the audacity to flirt with another man while we're still married? And to think you let him touch our son. Have you no shame? If I hadn't gone to the supermarket today to buy food for Sandra, I wouldn't have known that you were flirting with another man. You're supposed to be a faithful wife, but instead, you're engaging in this despicable behavior.
Buying food to cook for your boss, huh? Well, I never expected you to possess that skill. But let me ask you this. Why have you never cooked a single meal for me in the 3 years we've been together?
That's not the main point here. I want to know the nature of your relationship with that man. Are you trying to make me jealous or angry by claiming you're dating him? Is that why you said it?
Ugh, spare me your self-righteousness, Anderson. You're the last person who should be preaching about fidelity. You don't seem as smart as your boss thinks you are. Yes, he is my lover. I'm just a regular woman who also has needs to fulfill. But why should I have to explain myself to you?
This is different. I only did it to secure a promotion for the sake of our family's future. But you're indulging in your selfish desires. How can you sink so low? I never thought you were capable of such a thing. You're having an affair behind my back, and yet you think you have the right to sulk and insult me?
Listen to who's talking. Don't act so high and mighty here. Why is it okay for you to have an affair with your boss, but I can't be with another man?
Kylie, how can you think that way? How are you behaving like this? You need to realize that you just gave birth. You may not be at your best right now because you're so ugly and shabby. But that means no man will ever want to be close to you or be by your side. He's just trying to deceive you.
Stop talking nonsense. What right do you have to interrogate me? I've already filed for divorce in court. You are no longer my husband, so stop meddling in my life. You can happily be with your boss, and I'll be with my own man.
Listen carefully. Don't be so rebellious. If we divorce now, you'll end up suffering the most. A woman who used to have a husband and a baby will never find another man who will genuinely love her. He's only temporarily interested in you. When he gets tired of playing with you, he'll discard you like a disposable toy. Until then, don't come begging for me to come back to you. You'll end up miserable and alone.
I'd rather be alone and free than trapped in a loveless marriage with a man who has no remorse for his own actions. I'll rebuild my life, find someone who truly appreciates me, and show the world what I'm capable of. And now, go back to taking care of your boss and never disrupting my life again.
Hi, Kylie. It's so good to see you. How long has it been? It must have been 4 years? I was a bit surprised when we ran into each other at the supermarket. I didn't get a chance to ask you earlier, but who was that man causing a scene and claiming me to be your lover?
Oh, David, I'm so sorry you got caught up in that awkward situation. That man's my ex-husband. Yesterday, I brought my baby back from my mother's house and discovered that my husband had been having an affair with his boss. He claimed it was because of his desires during my pregnancy. Can you believe it? He even said he had to please his boss for the sake of our family and his career.
He doesn't deserve to be called a man. Such a terrible person. You don't have to apologize to me. You deserve someone who loves and respects you much more.
Don't worry, I'm doing fine now. I won't let him hurt me anymore. It's better that I discovered his infidelity now rather than later. But you surprised me. After all these years, you still recognize me despite the changes I've been through?
Why wouldn't I? You were the best partner I ever had. Plus, I used to persuade you for almost a year. I never stopped thinking about you. And to see you again today, with a baby, was completely unexpected.
And what about you? Have you started a family? Do you have children?
Me? I'm still single. I haven't found a woman who captivates me the way you did back then. But do you have any plans for the future?
I'm not sure yet. Everything has been turned upside down. Since giving birth, I've lost confidence in my appearance. I dress haphazardly and I haven't been working. I don't even know what I'm passionate about anymore. I've neglected myself, my career, and my passions. I'm no longer the vibrant Kylie you once knew.
Don't say that, Kylie. True beauty comes from within. You've always had a captivating spirit. By the way, if you're interested, I can offer you a position in my company. I need someone like you by my side. And I happen to be in need of an assistant. We would gladly welcome you.
I don't know if I can. I feel lost and uncertain.
Don't worry about a thing. I'm not saying this because of my past feelings for you. It's because I know you're talented and capable. With your skills, I'm confident that my company will flourish even more.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for believing in me. I'll give it my all and I won't let you down. You despicable bastard! Where have you taken my son? Why is the nanny at my house saying you came and took him away? I never gave you permission to do that, did I?
Oh, my dear Kylie, don't be so furious. I simply wanted to spend some quality time with our son. It's been far too long since I last held him in my arms, and I miss him too. By the way, if you ever want to see your son again, don't involve the police, or I'll take him far away where you'll never find him.
Where is my baby? Why are you keeping him from me? Give him back to me!
If you hadn't taken him, would you even bother reading my messages? I had no choice but to take this step. Calm down. I just wanted to negotiate with you a bit.
What do you want?
Don't be so impatient, my dear. But when I went to your house to pick up our child today, I noticed a picture of you and him hanging on the wall. You've become a stunning woman, haven't you? No wonder your boss is so infuriated with you. But in the past, when I had a relationship with my boss, you looked down on me, cursed at me, and even asked for a divorce. Are you really any better than me?
David and I are not like you and her. We don't have that kind of dirty relationship.
Fine, I'll accept whatever you say. I'll believe it, okay? But I need your help. We used to be husband and wife. We had good times together, and we have a child together. You can't just ignore me and be heartless when I'm on the verge of ruin, right?
Get to the point. I just want to end this quickly and get my son back.
All right. Sandra, my boss. Well, my ex-boss now. She dumped me. It's a real mess. She kicked me to the curb once she got tired of me. Now, at work, everyone looks down on me. They make me do everything, from making tea, to fetching water, to cleaning the toilets. I'm too depressed. I turned to gambling, and now I'm drawing in debt. My job, my entire life is falling apart. But suddenly, she contacted me today. Do you know why?
Why?
Because she's interested in your boss. She saw you sitting in the director's secretary position when she came to sign a contract with your company today. She's afraid that if you expose the truth, all her attempts to flirt with him will be ruined. And she can see that jerk David likes you too. So here's the deal. All you have to do is resign, leave town, and cut off all contact with him. Then I'll get promoted, pay off my debts, and give the baby back to you. I'll even cover the child support expenses for you.
You're truly a coward. How dare you use my son as a pawn to threaten me? He's your son too.
But my career is more important.
None of it is my concern. Your life is your responsibility, and you must face the consequences on your own. Don't drag me and our innocent child into this mess. Your mistress is quite peculiar as well. She used to admit their relationship in front of me openly, but now she wants to keep it a secret? If she doesn't want others to know, then she shouldn't engage in such actions.
I'm warning you. If you don't comply, don't expect to see your child again.
I don't fear your threats. You've underestimated my strength and determination. I will fight tooth and nail to protect my child from your manipulative grasp. You may be his biological father, but I am his mother, and I will do whatever it takes to secure his safety and well-being. The police will not rest until they bring you to justice for your despicable actions.
You think you can defy me? You're just a weak woman who can't survive without me. I hold all the power here.
You're wrong, Anderson. I'm stronger than you'll ever know. I will not let you continue to control and manipulate my life. My love for my child knows no bounds. And I will fight with every ounce of strength within me to protect him from your toxic influence.
You'll regret crossing me, Kylie. I'll make sure of it.
Anderson, listen carefully. The police have found my baby at Sandra's house. She's been arrested for her involvement in this twisted game you've been playing. And guess what? You're next. The evidence against you is mounting, and justice will be served.
You're bluffing. They can't touch me.
Oh, they can and they will. The police have uncovered your deceit, your manipulation, and your threats. They know the extent of your actions, and they won't let you get away with it. You will pay for the pain and suffering you've caused me and our child.
You can't prove anything. It's your word against mine.
It's not just my word, Anderson. The police have gathered substantial evidence against you. Text messages and Sandra's testimony. Your time is up. Your reign of terror is coming to an end.
Kylie, please, I beg you to listen to me. I am your son's father. Despite everything that has happened, the bond between us is real. I made mistakes, terrible mistakes, and I deeply regret them. But that doesn't change the fact that I am his father and I want to be part of his life.
You expect me to believe you after everything you've done? You used our child as a pawn? As a tool to manipulate and control me? How can I trust you?
I understand that trust is shattered, and I don't blame you for feeling that way. But I am willing to do whatever it takes to make amends, to rebuild that trust. Our son deserves to have both his parents in his life. I want to be there for him, to support him, to be the father he needs.
You think you can just ask for forgiveness and everything will be okay? It's not that simple, Anderson. The pain you've caused runs deep. It's time to pay for what you did. In the end, the consequences of Anderson's actions caught up with him. The court delivered its verdict, and both Anderson and Sandra were sentenced to 10 years in prison for their involvement in the kidnapping of my son. In addition, Anderson received an extra 2-year sentence for trespassing. Justice was served, and their actions would have lasting consequences on their lives. Meanwhile, amidst the chaos and turmoil, something beautiful blossomed in my life. David, the person who had been a steadfast support through it all, became more than just a friend. Our bond grew stronger, and love found its way into our hearts. We decided to embark on a new chapter together. We chose to leave the past behind and focus on building a future filled with happiness and love. David and I tied the knot, promised to be there for each other through thick and thin. Our wedding day was a celebration of newfound joy, surrounded by our loved ones who had stood by us during the darkest of times. With David by my side, I discovered a renewed sense of purpose and passion. I regained my confidence and pursued my dreams with determination. Together, we created a nurturing and loving environment for our son, who grew up knowing the warmth of a supportive family.